The journey of life boarded me on a hike. I mean, no hype. It is a mountainous journey type. But I know that my only limit is the sky, or unless I die. But until then, I must try. With these wings of mine shall I fly. What's up, everyone? This is my African Affairs. My name is AfroKing, live from African Affairs Radio. It's been a while, and I'm back with just a quick message to some of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. I have come across several comments on YouTube about how some of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora insulting those on the continent of Africa. And what they are saying is that our brothers and sisters on the continent of Africa have allowed the Chinese to take over. The Chinese and the white people are taking over Africa. And basically, it's sort of like always an insult. I don't know why they keep doing that. Sure, they are in some countries on the continent of Africa. They are in some countries, a lot of Chinese in some countries, but that doesn't mean that they are taking over. How about the black people all over the world? Black people travel, especially the Africans, the continental Africans. We travel all over the world for opportunities. Maybe we don't see the opportunities on the continent of Africa, and we have to travel outside the continent for opportunities. But the Chinese and the white people want to see opportunities on the continent of Africa. And they also come to Africa for opportunities, just like we travel for opportunities. That doesn't mean that they're going to take over Africa. They can never do that. And we Africans are not going to allow that, of course. We're not going to allow that. I don't know where our brothers and sisters are getting that from, but I personally don't see the Chinese and the white people taking over Africa. What I see though is that the Chinese and the white people are going to Africa for opportunities that the black people don't see. We the black people on the continent of Africa and those in the diaspora, we don't see the opportunities in Africa. We don't. And that's why some of our brothers and sisters travel from Africa to Europe, to the Americas, and wherever for opportunities, because we don't see the opportunities on the continent of Africa. The Chinese and the white people see those opportunities, and then they come to Africa. But what are we doing though? What are we as black people? If you're on the continent of Africa, or if you're in the diaspora and you are complaining about the Chinese and the white people taking over Africa, what are you doing? What are your plans to change that situation? Or are you just gonna sit there and complain and then you do nothing about it? I think you and I should do something. If we feel that the Chinese and white people are taking over Africa, we need to do something. We cannot just keep complaining. All right? We have black people, our own, our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, going to Africa, and all they do is complain about issues. The Chinese and the white people, they don't do that. They don't have time for that. They go to Africa, and the issues that they encounter, they see those issues as an opportunity to invest. We black people, we sit there and we complain all the time. We're just complaining, pointing fingers at people. We need to change our attitude. We need to change. we need to start investing in Africa. If you don't want to see the Chinese and the white people going to Africa to invest or doing whatever they're doing, we need to be serious and invest in Africa. When we travel to Africa, we need to look for opportunities. The white people and the Chinese, they go to Africa and they go to the forest, or they go to the remote areas. While we, the black people, when we go to Africa, what we do is we go to parties. Somebody will go to Ghana and sit in Accra and party all night. Somebody will go to Nigeria and just sit in Lagos or Abuja and just chill. But the Chinese and the white people, they don't go to Africa to joke. They go there for opportunities, and they look for those opportunities. Whether they're gonna find it in the forest or whatever, they will do. How many black people, how many black folks from the diaspora have been to the forest in Africa, like somewhere in a remote part of the continent? You just like to complain. You just like to complain too much. We need to do something. We need to do something. We cannot just sit down and complain about the Chinese taking over Africa, blah, 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 blah. That's nonsense. We need to change. I'm not trying to insult anyone, but I'm just telling the truth. This is not the Kathy type of insult, though, of course. But I'm just telling you guys, let's be serious and let's just stop complaining about how the Chinese and the white people taking over Africa. We need to focus on us. We need to focus on ourselves and how we're going to make Africa a better continent to live. If you are afraid that the Chinese and the white people are taking over Africa, then it's time to step up. Do something. Travel to Africa and find opportunities, just like the Chinese and the white people are doing. If you don't do it, they will do it. They will travel. They don't mind going to the remote part of any country in Africa. If you want to do that, do it. If you cannot do that, then stop complaining. All right? Let's stop complaining all the time. It's time for us to change our mindset. Trying to sit on YouTube or on social media and complaining about people going to Africa, some other race going to Africa is just a waste of time. It's not going to do nothing for us. So if you and I are afraid of seeing the Chinese going to Africa, then we need to do what they are doing. We need to take their place, and we need to travel to Africa very often. And when we go to Africa, we need to travel to the remote parts of the continent. All right? We need to do something. We need to change our mindset. If we cannot do that, then we need to be quiet and stop complaining. Because complaining about the Chinese and the white people going to Africa will not help us. It will just leave us always behind. All right? So let's be serious and let's take note of what they are doing that we don't like doing. If they are making money in Africa, why are we not doing the same? It's just a question for you. All right, we need to do something. We need to be serious and do something about Africa. If you care for Africa, do something. Don't just sit down and complain about what others are doing. All right? It's just a quick message. And talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye. The journey of life bothered me on a hike. I mean, no hike. It is a mountainous journey type. But I know that my only limit is the sky, or unless I die. But until then, I must try. With these wings of mine shall I fly.